Jin Yu Frey versus Victoria Dudakova. Of course, Jin Yu Frey, she is the veteran, right? 11-9, 2-3 in her last five, coming off get that UD loss against Elise Reed. She's 38 years old, 5'3", 65-inch reach, going up against Victoria Dudakova, 7-0, coming off of that kind of KO freak injury against Estela Nunez, where she took down Estela. Then I think Estela just landed on her elbow wrong and kind of just snapped in half. It was pretty disgusting watching that. But she's 24 years old, 5'5", 67-inch reach. So she's going to be the slightly longer and taller fighter in this matchup, the much younger fighter in this matchup as well. Um, the odds, just to also let you know, I mean, the odds have gotten pretty crazy here. It's Victoria started off at a minus 450. She has since been bet to minus 525. So people are on the Victoria train here, and I don't blame them. I mean, personally, full disclaimer, I'm really done with, you know, betting women's MMA. But I feel really confident about Victoria though. I mean, I wish I could put her in a parlay because I think that this is probably the right time to parlay someone. But once again, I've just been having just bad vibes from women's MMA fight for the last month or so. So I'm probably gonna stay away from it. I do think that Jin Yu, she wants to pressure forward with her activity and try to get you up on the cage and initiate that grappling clinch work, and then hopefully try to take you down the process throughout all of those exchanges. I think Jin has good size, strength, physicality. At age 38, though, I feel like those attributes seem to be fading. I mean, we saw that in the last fight, right? Elise Reed, she took down Elise Reed like three times. She still lost that fight on the scorecards because she faded down the stretch. She couldn't keep that game plan going for all 15 minutes. And, I don't think that she was good in stand-up situations. She really just wants to grapple and clinch and use her physicality and her strength to make the fight dirty. She was also KO'd just two fights ago against Polyana Viana, I think. And, chin durability, I feel like both of those things are fading, right? I mean, it's just you lost to Elise Reed here, then you got KO'd two fights ago. I think that's a dangerous situation to be against in the fighter against Victoria, who's, I feel like she's a better all-around fighter here, kind of impressive skill set wise all around for her age and experience. I mean, she only has like seven fights in her pro record, but she's displayed a lot of good skill set on the feet and on the ground. I think that she can stay outside and land, and also work in and land to initiate her grappling or takedowns. Uh, from what I've seen so far, though, she does seem to favor the grappling situations more. And when she does get on top, she has really good top control pressure. In her first fight on the Contender Series, I think she had like 10 and a half minutes of control time once she got her opponent down. So I think that she does really have good top game. Still, though, I mean, she is relatively untested because of how her last fight ended with Estela Nunez. That was a freak injury, but it looked like Victoria was about to kind of get her grappling on, but we're never going to know, right, what would happen. But I mean, I think I'm going to go with the much younger fighter here. She's like what, five minus 525 now, so since women's MMA, probably going to pass. The over might be good here. Who knows? The over right now, just to kind of let you guys know. Let me see this. It's minus 230. I mean, I think Jinyu is pretty durable. I'll probably go with the over there. We'll see as the kind of card plays out, but that might be a parlay piece that I could look into playing. Um, the thing that the reason why I do think that this could lead to a decision fight is that, and Victoria should win, is Jinyu does have a 89% takedown defense, and she is pretty physically like strong and stout, right? Although she fades, she has a lot of muscle on her, and she's going to be the stockier fighter here. So I think that Victoria could have a little bit of issues trying to initiate her grappling, so that could cause a situation where both of them are just kind of clinching the whole fight, right? So I think that that could be a good play for the over. But yeah, my pick here is Victoria. No play on the money line for the parlay. I'll probably parlay the over if I had to, though. So I'll definitely be looking into that. Um, Alex, what do you think about this fight between Victoria and Jin Yu Free here?
Yeah, I agree. Like I also have no play here. I think the odds are like too wide to put in a parlay. Um, yeah, when so I initially thought that Dudakova was gonna be like a giga lock for me. But I think she, like you said, she's relatively untested compared to Jin Yu Frey. I mean, she's fought like more UFC talent. Um, and like Dudakova, like she had one fight, like I watched on YouTube. It was like right before she got into the UFC. I didn't really like her inactivity, I'd say.
Mm.
Like she would get the so she's primarily a wrestler. Like she's trying to get like the fight down to the mat. Um but you know, I guess one thing that's good is like she's not gonna rush the position. She's gonna make sure she secures that position, and then kind of, you know, rain down ground and pound. But she takes quite a long time to get into those positions. And her, you know, her striking didn't overly impress me. It was more so like wild striking to get into those wrestling clinch positions. And you know, against an opponent like Jin Yu Frey, who you just said like has an 86% takedown defense, who is short and stocky, who has experience like being in the clinch and wrestling. You know, it can get kind of, you know, dicey, I'd say. But I mean, the pick is definitely still Dudakova. You know, like she's a younger fighter, straight out of Russia. You know, like I feel like it's kind of set up for her to win. But yeah, if I have a play, it's probably also the over 2.5. But kind of staying away from this one.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'll try to see if the over 2.5 is like a parlayable piece. Most likely it will be, but yeah, I'm probably gonna stay away from this too. I'm getting some weird vibes from this fight, as you argue.